Hi guys, it's Jen. So I wanted to make a video today, and I apologize, it might not be the best quality. I'm doing it on my phone, but I wanted to make this video because the shooting in Orlando was a tragedy, and it was a massacre, and I couldn't post a video sooner than this because it just wasn't okay. But I've seen a lot of videos and I've heard a lot of information about the shooter and about the shooting, and my heart goes out to the victims and the victims' families and friends of the victims and anybody who was possibly involved, because this is something that's very difficult to go through, and this is something that's very difficult to process and to deal with. And knowing so many people who have gone to pride fairs and parades and anything pride related, and going to clubs like this, it scares me tremendously. And we shouldn't have to go through our everyday lives scared to walk out the door. And it's just ridiculous that we can't accept each other for our differences, and we can't get along and put aside our opinions just to get along. Because when someone is gay, or when someone's in any form of, like, whether they're lesbian, bisexual, gay, transgender, whatever they are, their decision to be lesbian, bisexual, gay, transgender does not affect you personally, and doesn't affect someone else's life personally. So I don't understand what the issue is, because if someone's gay, it doesn't have anything to do with you. It's their life, and if that's how they want to live, that's how they want to live. There is no reason that someone that's gay should have to hide, should have to be scared, or shouldn't have the courage or the reason to come out because of incidents like this. There was so many people that, according to news and different articles and videos, so I apologize if this information is inaccurate, but there's so many articles and videos saying how there's more than just him involved, and that his wife was involved, and that even if it was just slightly, whether it was that she didn't stop him, or she knew that this was going to happen and she didn't do anything and she didn't report him, even if it is that, she deserves to get arrested, and she deserves to, she deserves worse than what she's getting right now. And there's people that were also involved, whether it's with, texts or barricading doors so people couldn't get out, or anything along those lines. And it's mind-boggling. It honestly leaves me speechless, and I don't know what to say, or even how to feel about this, or how to act, because this is an act of terror, whether anyone wants to admit it or not. This is an act of terror, and this isn't me making a video and saying that it's because of Muslims or anything like that. Like, what people don't understand is that people who are Muslim aren't bad. There are bad people who are Muslim, but not all Muslims are bad. People don't realize that we can't generalize all of these people together and make them look bad because of a few people who have done bad things. Because when you really think about it, there's people who, of every race and of every gender and of every kind, who have done something bad that are a community of people, but we don't group those people to be bad just because they are, of that group. And I don't know why people feel as though it's okay to do it to Muslims, because, they're people too. And yes, he was a Muslim, and yes, he did something that was very bad, and, he's deceased now, but we can't go around saying that every Muslim is bad, because part of what he did while he was in the middle of shooting people was that he called 911 and he, pledged his allegiance to ISIS and, said that he was doing this because people are attacking his kind and people are being rude and disrespectful and just saying hurtful things to his kind. And people are just not accepting of Muslims and are just bombing Muslims, and, he wants it to stop, which, I can get that, but it does not mean you need to go and shoot up a gay club. The way that he went about getting his message across was wrong, but we also need to understand that we can't generalize Muslims and we can't generalize anybody, because it hurts a lot of people. And now this shooting was a tragedy and it sucked and it hurts, and I really don't want to cry again, but we need to get our act together because this needs to stop. There's people that don't even feel safe walking out their door anymore, and that's a problem. Something has to change, and a lot of it has to do with accepting and, understanding others and realizing that people are different and people have feelings and people want to be understood and people want to be accepted and people want to be loved. And, it's not a lot of the things that we aren't accepting don't even have to impact our life or don't even impact any part of us as a person, our life, or our family or friends. So I really don't understand what the problem is. But we need to start spreading love and stop spreading hate, because hate's getting us nowhere. And hate is just so nasty and negative, and, it just drags us down. And, we should just spread the love and spread the acceptance and spread the peace, because it's so much better that way. And people shouldn't have to keep dying, and people shouldn't have to be uncomfortable leaving their house or feel that they aren't safe or that they're gonna die. It's just wrong. So I hope we get our act together, and I hope that everyone spreads love and spreads acceptance and peace and joy, because it's just so much better that way. And, stop spreading the hate, because look where it's getting us. So I hope everyone has a great day, and I hope that, people start seeing that we need to start accepting everybody, because it's not getting us anywhere good. And, I hope you have a great night, and I hope you have an even better day.